This is my conclusion. A lot of time has passed, but a lot of time has been taken. So the healing process won't come close to average. Over 400 years, well, at least that's all that's been recorded. But many of us know it actually lasted a little longer. The physical oppression that was enforced was horrific. And after a very short time, you're telling me to get over it. This wasn't a game like cards or Scrabble. You cheated people out their freedom and forced them to live in shackles, to live in bondage, to live in fear. You murdered my grandfather, you raped Mama Dear, sold me, scolded me, beat me, lynched me, burnt me, killed me, everything but helped me. And now you're telling me to trust you, believe you, forgive you, and with that picture now, pray to you and allow you to help us, guide us, save us, educate us about us as you wrongfully define us. But you want me to remember the Alamo as you misquote its history. And remember the Holocaust and its cruel existence. Remember 9/11 as you brought people to disbelief, but when it comes down to slavery, you tell me to get over it. The psychological game was even worse than the physical. Because now some of my people don't see the true value within them. You implanted a disease that's comparable to cancer as it feeds on us internally and destroys us socially. Like a flesh-eating disease, but you target the minds. And with ingenuity, you gain some allies. Because as I grow and other minds I attempt to invoke, from some of my own people, I'm starting to hear this quote: get over it. Their interest in their history is slowly decaying. But they can narrate the last 5 years of the Kardashians. No concern for those who sacrificed their lives. Now the brothers are hooked on the basketball wives, or the parties, or the clubs, or the ladies, or the drugs. If you would just take a moment to see what's being allowed, then you too would notice the picture you've been lured to be a part of. When it comes to something healthy, they ration on giving it to us. Better schools, better education, and better equipment. But as many liquor stores as the block can hold, with little concern towards the building codes. There's no security in the neighborhood, it's only containment. We're allowed to be corrupt within a certain perimeter. Manumission mind frames are still in effect. Many of us don't know, so we easily reject. We are the effect of a cause, and that is so obvious. So don't think that our position is just a mere coincidence. And I'm hoping one day that I will meet my ancestors, and they'll say, Talib, I'm so glad that you didn't forget us. So glad you did your part to help end oppression. So glad you did your thing with that mental stimulation. So glad that you didn't get over it. And so grateful that you got on it. Shalom Alaikum. Thank y'all so much for coming and listening.